You know, alchemists, we really live in an environment that is very energetically toxic and contaminated. We are amongst literally filth, dirt, garbage, trash, and this is what most of us who have woken up and understand who we are, understand what we're up against. You see, you're up against, it's really true that you are having a spiritual wrestling because that's what we wrestle with. We're wrestling with all these various different energies that just want to grab hold of you, take you down, keep you locked up and chained. But it's up to you knowing who you are and being someone who's so free. You know, you're able to understand the dynamics of the environment that you're in, and you're able to still shine and not give in to those lower energies. You keep yourself unlocked. You become anchored into you. Are you anchored into you? Do you really take the time to nurture yourself, to really think about the things that you desire and how to keep yourself on a path so that you're not giving into those lower things? Do you know how to do that? You know, we all have to learn various methods that help us. You know, everybody is designed a little bit differently. Some the same, but, you know, different in your own unique experience. So what you experience is not going to always be what someone else experienced. Everyone is unique in that sense. So you have to find the tools that work for you. You know, everybody is different. I know for myself, I personally, especially in my practices, I like to sit a lot on my balcony in nature. I like to sit out there, especially in the wee hours of the morning. We're talking about 3, 4 in the morning, like really early like that. I used to do 5, but I noticed it seems like as I'm growing and evolving, the way I'm sleeping and the times I'm up has shifted. You know, now I'm usually sleep. I go to bed even earlier. I'm like, I've been in bed by 7 something. And then I'm up around like maybe 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning ish. And then I'm up for the day. And then I work, go back down to sleep. That's like a new routine for me. And I don't mind it. I get the rest when I know I need it. And that's just that. That's just how that works for me. You know, I've learned to be an intuitive thinker and everything. Not just in the things that come to me when it comes to wisdom, but also understanding the wisdom of myself, the alchemy of me. That requires sometimes me going to sleep at different hours. And also another thing is I'm not one that I don't need to be hanging out with people either. I'm content in my own environment and not speaking sometimes to people for a day or so if I could. But other than that, you know, because I work a secular job, I speak to people every day, and that's my training ground. That's where I'm learning. That's where I'm understanding people in this time now. Because a lot of people in this now phase are very, very, they're like energetic toddlers. Like they're in this like toddler phase where you are very aware that you have an issue. But some of you do know how to resolve and react to a lot of things that come your way, but you still act like toddlers, like children, like having fits literally. You know better. You just got to learn to do better. Everything doesn't warrant you, you know, having a meltdown, projecting on other people. That doesn't warrant that. You have to grow. And now in this society, if you are one that you will not grow, you're going to literally be like ousted because people are not going to deal with you. You're going to be on that side with all the folks who are in that nasty energy, and a lot of that will overtake you if you don't fight tooth and nails to not be that. You know, there's a lot of things that like to pull us back to try to bring us back to old ways, but you got to combat that. You got to recognize those things when they come your way. Once you recognize them, then you'll be good to go. You know, yeah, are you going to make mistakes? Absolutely. Everybody does. That's how we learn. But then you find your patterns and you understand yourself, you forgive yourself, and then you move on and you don't stay there. You just keep going. Because as you keep going, you're walking in who you are truly meant to be. And you absolutely are learning things. And pray that you don't ever have to come back to this hellhole. That's what you learn. Literally. Either you keep repeating the same patterns and coming back at just in different experiences and timelines, or you learn, and so you don't got to come back here and you go somewhere else. It's all up to you. Well, let me get out of here. I hope you guys have a great day. I missed talking with you guys. But I'll be on here more regularly, I promise. Later, my activists. Bye, y'all.